hairs and lines. Hairline. It's the middle of the week. We're happy and we know it because yet another show of the Tube is starting as we speak. And tonight, a lot of voice control. How does Siri look when it's taking over your car? And who the hell is Cortana? Will Facebook use drones to change the world? Vice Media are heading to make some news, The Social Watch, and more. But we're starting with a story that made me extremely bothered. The world paid close attention when British Prime Minister David Cameron introduced his law to filter all the internet for all UK citizens. But the man who helped the Prime Minister with his controversial law is now in the middle of a new ironic storm. Patrick Rock, the special aide to David Cameron, who advised the UK government on the installation of online porn filters, has himself been arrested on suspicion of offences relating to child pornography. Yes, the man who was the key in crafting child porn prevention policy has now been arrested on child porn related charges himself. British newspaper report that Patrick Rock resigned from his job just before he was arrested last month. Rock, the 62-year-old deputy head of Number 10's police unit since 2011, was also the subject of a complaint about alleged inappropriate behavior during his time at 10 Downing Street, a spokesperson for the Prime Minister has revealed. You cannot put filters on life's filth. Sad story. And now, Facebook is one of the primary backers of the Internet.org initiative, which aims to bring affordable internet access to 5 billion people in the world who still lack connectivity. Now it's in talks with a company that could help further that goal. TechCrunch are reporting that Facebook is trying to buy Titan Aerospace, makers of near-orbital solar-powered drones. These drones can fly for 5 years without needing to land. The deal is circling around the $60 million. Facebook is interested in using these high-flying drones to blanket parts of the world without internet access, beginning with Africa. As reported in the past, Google has a similar project called Loon that uses balloons to pass internet to different locations. With us in the studio to make sense of this equation is the Tube's chief editor and obsessive drone hater, Yaron Tenbrink. Hello.
Hey.
No, put your happy face.
Yeah, that's my happy face.
Okay, so Facebook bought WhatsApp for 19 billion, and now this deal for $60 million. Why isn't something adding up for me?
Because it doesn't really make sense. I mean, WhatsApp is a nice app. Everybody's using it. And this is amazing technology that puts a drone 20 kilometers up in the air for 5 years without having to land or fuel. And that doesn't really add up. But, you know, in the tech world, in today's tech world, users are worth a lot of money. And Facebook did not just buy the WhatsApp. It bought like hundreds of millions of users and their data and their phone numbers and phone books and addresses and all that. Here it just bought a technology, which is an amazing technology, but now it will have to start building those drones, which will cost a lot of money, of course, and maintaining those drones, which will also cost a lot of money. And in tech world terms, it does make sense, sadly.
But I don't know, because, okay, the world is all about money. It's legitimate, in my opinion, for people to want to make money. But when you make money by, well, bringing internet to a world that doesn't have connectivity, why is that such a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. I mean, the problem in Africa is not connectivity, but the costs of data. Data is really expensive. It's when you're using smartphones or even just 3G phones, it just costs a lot. And
To the user?
To the user, user. And most big tech corporations in the world are looking for ways to decrease that. I mean, Wikipedia is working on an African version that will not cost the users anything. So the thing is here about connecting Africa is really helping Africa be connected without paying a lot for data, as long as the infrastructure there is so weak. And that's, of course, it's a good thing. It's nobody can say it's a bad thing.
Because the internet can change the
is,
world.
The question, of course, it is changing the world. It can change the world. Question is, should it be like a Google and Facebook battle, or should, like the UN can do it? It's not an expensive project. It's not.
It's not?
No. Just putting balloons up in the air or small drones up in the air with kind of weak Wi-Fi transmitters. That's not like something that wealthy West cannot do together. And the fact that it's two big commercial companies doing means that they see it as an opportunity, and that's fair enough.
Are they going to fight over the same skies, Facebook and Google?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, my guess would be, I mean, Google already has balloons up in the air around the world. Facebook will probably start doing it next year. And I believe that they will not be working together because they never work together. And we'll see, like, balloons versus drones. Well, that would be interesting.
Exactly, but I have a feeling that you are okay with balloons, but you hate drones. What's the difference?
Yeah, drones can be used for really, really evil purposes like surveillance, and they are being used to kill people. While balloons are, they're balloons. It's like they're cute.
They're
Balloons
cute.
are cute.
Okay, that's the chief editor of The Tube. Balloons are cute, drones kill people. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's move on. And now let's go back to Apple's iPhone as it's taking a big step into ruling your car. 2 days ago, we told you about CarPlay, Apple's move to put its iOS on your car's dashboard. And now we can finally see the thing in action as Siri will take command over your car so you can dictate her letters, SMS, tell her to call someone, or to play your favorite song. Siri will also dig up your emails to tell you where to go and remind you who to call. Initially, it will only be available to people buying certain models of Volvo, Mercedes-Benz, or Ferrari. Here's how Volvo are touting the ménage à trois between Siri, iPhone, and a mean driving machine.
In the coming generation Volvo cars, Apple CarPlay is part of your in-car experience, enabling you to fully interact with the features of your iPhone through the user interface of your car. At your command, you can send messages,
Message to Emily. Let's get lunch soon.
access maps in the same environment and manner as you're used to, without being distracted or leaving sight of what is important. Through the clever integration in the center touch screen, you get full overview while you can still interact with both Apple CarPlay and your Volvo simultaneously.
Okay, Siri, you just know too much. Now I have to kill you. And speaking of killing Siri, Microsoft wants in on the action. Although Siri on the iPhone has not been such a huge success, it's more of a symbol of Apple's innovation. Now Microsoft wants to introduce its own new digital personal assistant. Meet Cortana. Cortana has taken some cues from Siri, like addressing the user by name, Mr. Jason, but Microsoft Assistant will also reportedly borrow ideas from Google Now, digging into email, location, personal data to serve up information without the user having to ask for it. It's looking good and it's as creepy as it is useful. Expect Cortana to be part of Windows 8.1 or just send Microsoft all of your emails and personal information if you just can't wait anymore. Okay, Internet News World, you have a new colleague and it's a surprising one. It's Vice News. Yes, Vice Media, the source of all things too hip and trendy, has announced setting up a hard news outlet. Vice News has launched with a series of videos from locations including Ukraine and Venezuela, featuring the organization's signature on-the-ground style and subjective approach. Vice started as an arts, culture, and current event magazine in Montreal, and its entry into news coverage is the most high-profile indication to date that the now diverse media outlet is set to compete with the world's mainstream news organizations. Here is the new Vice News reporting from Ukraine. Excellent job, you guys. Excellent job.
So we're outside a Ukrainian military base here in Crimea, but the soldiers over here are Russian. They're from the base in Sevastopol, the Russian naval base. And they showed up here early this morning, tried to get into the base, but the Ukrainian soldiers here told them that if they did, they would fire back. So there's been quite a tense standoff here for the last few hours, with the Ukrainians behind the gate here and the Russian, seems to be Marines, all along the perimeter of the base. Russia's parliament has just authorized a military invasion of the Crimean Peninsula here in Ukraine. And what's been happening so far is that Russian soldiers have been going up to various Ukrainian bases and trying to take them over. Last night, they managed to capture a Ukrainian naval base in Balaclava, and this morning, they've showed up to this army base.
As I said, excellent job, you guys. And now for the story that, oh, you see our hearts? That broke our hearts. On Monday, a mysterious video started to make rounds over the web. It was from a company called Hover Tech, and it promised the most amazing thing of all: hoverboards, like the ones from Back to the Future 2. It all began with a pair of bizarre video clips featuring testimonials from celebrities, including Tony Hawk, Moby, and Back to the Future's own Christopher Lloyd. One clip showed Lloyd delivering the hover to Hawk, followed by demonstrations that are completely real. But it's not, it's a big fake. Damn you, internet, take a look.
The hoverboard has arrived.
In a dream, a real live dream.
It's one of the greatest days of my life. I just want to say thank you so much for letting me be one of the first people to try this out, because this is amazing.
I'm still in shock that I'm doing it, that I was here actually riding this thing. I was hovering. It happened in my lifetime.
Well, this goes way beyond. Thank you.
Heartbreaking. For a few days, the web was working hard trying to understand who is responsible for the PR stunt and what it's selling. The result? It's probably comedy from the website Funny or Die, and now We Hate You, Funny or Die. And now, The Social Watch. Uneasy Lies the Mind is a new film that will have its world debut at the SXSW, cute name for South by Southwest, festival next month. It was also shot entirely with an iPhone 5, and it looks amazing. Here's a brief introduction.
Hi, my name's Ricky Fosheim, and I'm up here in Mammoth Lakes, California, where I shot my latest movie, Uneasy Lies the Mind.
Action.
One of the really cool things about this project is that we shot the entire movie on the iPhone 5. And a lot of people have been asking me lately, why did I choose to do this and how did I pull it off? Uneasy Lies the Mind is a very dark and gritty psychological thriller. So I knew I needed a camera that could create that soft, grainy, almost 16mm feel. And after doing a lot of research, coupled with some extra tools here, I realized that the iPhone 5 was the perfect camera to shoot this project.
Forward, like kind of the closest you'll lean. I want to get the exposure from that.
Why would the iPhone 5? Because now you're done with iPhone 5. Everybody's talking about your movie shot with an iPhone 5. And now, Beyonce making music videos for an entire new album. Great. Fans make their own versions? Even better. A fan remake of the single Drunken Love with only emoji signs? We just died and went to heaven.
Cigars on ice, cigars on ice. Feeling like an animal with these cameras all in my grill. Flashing lights, flashing lights. You got me pity, 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 baby. I want you, nah, nah. Can't keep your eyes off my petty daddy. I want you, nah, nah. Drunk in love.
that's it. The avocado went all black and mushy. The traffic light went shiny red. Or in other words, this show is over. Log to our Twitter and then do exactly the same with our Tumblr. They are both called The Tube 24. And always remember, people are like stained glass windows. They sparkle and shine when the sun is out, but when the darkness sets in, their true beauty is revealed only if there is light from within. Goodbye.